Okay, I have to stop because I have overheated sunshine. What's that? Oh no. Bye bye. Bye bye. Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new adventure here in Bishkek, where I'm gonna try to find the right way, because in last video I was lost, remember? Now it should be fine. It was a nice guest house. Again, it was quite new, so everything was very comfortable, clean. I like that. You see, it doesn't really look like a road, right? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Now we head to our first stop. Which is called Fairy Tale Canyon, because it must look lovely. So yeah, I'm gonna follow the road along the lake for a while, not too long, we're almost there already. And after the Fairy Tale Canyon we will go to an alternative route, because I don't want to do like only paved route today. But going fully up into the mountain is also a little bit too much, as in time wise. So I chose the way in between. And then yeah, we're gonna end in another well, apparently amazing valley, which I'm very much looking forward to, but that I will show you later. And then tonight will be the last night that we stay at the lake, because tomorrow we head to Bishkek, and from there we go to Almaty pretty soon, actually, almost straight away, to get some rest and prepare for the last stretch of this trip. Can you believe it? Oh my god. So yeah, that's basically the plan. But first things first, the Fairy Tale Canyon. That's our destination, first destination. And I guess here it is very sandy, I have to say. Not sure if this was the best track, but anyways, the track itself is quite sandy. Well, it looks fancy, huh? Riding in between these rocks. Hoopla. This looks very special, because at this point the rock formation gets like all kind of like shapes, and that's why it's called Fairy Tale Canyon, because it has the shape of like dragons, castle, all kind of fairy tale characters. And yeah, that's why they called it the Fairy Tale Canyon. Well, it's beautiful, especially like the formation of the rocks. It's very special, and again it reminds me a little bit of Cappadocia. It is different, but I guess it's the same way how it's created, right? Erosion and tectonic activity. Anyways, well, online they say you can see like a lot of colors, also like purple and so. But I actually mainly see red and orange and a little bit of yellow. Sometimes like a bit of green, but that might be like the vegetation. So I guess if you really want to see all the colors, you might have to hike like a full hike along the canyon, which I obviously, I haven't dressed for that. So I didn't do like a full hike. I just walked around a little bit around the entrance, which already, I mean, it looks lovely, but in terms of the colors, I couldn't spot all of them. Let's put it like that. Nevertheless, it was a night sighting. Now we go back a little bit in order to catch that road, remember, like the alternative road, instead of riding the main road, which is also like under maintenance. So I hope it's a win-win. It is a bit of a tricky track sometimes. Like once in a while there is like a bit of sand, like very loose sand, and all these rocks shattered around the track. But the track itself, I mean, look at this, oh sand, oh yes, come on, look at this nice little gorge. Better not any rocks falling down. Just never forget the moment on the Pamir, right? It is a serious fat, so I don't think it has rained last night, which makes it, well, a little less likely there will be rocks falling down, but still. It's funny, you can exactly see where the river runs, right? With all the greenery around it. Ooh, well, that was a tree. Are very much remote, right? In the countryside. But I am enjoying myself on this track though. It's better than the paved road, or the main road I should say. It wasn't really paved, right? With the maintenance.
Sure, I might be having fun, but I completely missed the red warning lights on my display. The engine overheats and the inevitable happens.
Okay, I have to stop. Because I have overheated sunshine. I have never had this before. But I guess I have to stop for a while. Cool her down. What's that? Oh no. Well, that doesn't look good. It looks as if something is leaking, right? Or was it water? I'm not sure. Something is leaking, it seems. That's for sure. But where? Where is it? Come on, sunshine. What is it? What is it? And where? Okay, Sunshine is cooled down. She's not overheated anymore. Yeah, as you have seen, I looked at the bike and, well, there's not like something dripping. I guess, I hope that's the good thing. If I look at the, like, a substance came out of somewhere and I cannot find where. I think I heard it. I was like, what is it? It is on the rear tire, you see? And I didn't drove through water or so, and it has like a little bit of a chemical smell. But the oil is more red. Like the cooling liquid, it's also purple. It's like a brownish kind of like oil. Yeah, basically I'm not gonna push it anymore. Hello. Which might be a little hard on this kind of road. But you see, she's gonna overheat again. That is the weird part. That is the weird part. Alright, so I stopped again to check on what it could possibly be. Well, my cooling liquid tank is now empty. So it's for sure something with the cooling that like snapped. You see, it's almost empty there. Yes, well, I'm not sure if I can put in liquid when the bike is still hot. I'm also not sure which wire is like. But for sure it's the cooling liquid. Because it's empty now, and that's why it starts to overheat. Okay, the good thing is it's only 30 minutes away. Then we're almost at the stay, so then I will obviously call it a day to check on the bike. This is what I have in terms of cooling liquid, so yeah, well, I'll have to wait. Do not open when it's hot, so I will wait for a bit. Then I will fill it up and try to make it to the stay. And then have a closer look there. I'm out of reach. Yeah, that's the plan. So I've put in some new liquid and I turned on the engine, but still, like, I can't see anything where like something would like come out. So it's just so weird, huh? It is so weird. Well, anyways, I'll try to make it to the stay. Try to like keep an eye out on how fast that liquid, like cooling liquid, will go out of the tank. It's now 12:41. Alright, so far It looks like there is still like liquid in. It doesn't spill too much. And the sunshine is not overheating at the moment. But I'm just so confused what it can be. But why was it overheating? That's like what I don't understand. But for now I'm just trying to get her back to the stay safely without like putting too much pressure on like basically anything since I don't know what it is. Oh wow, there is some bad weather there, huh? Well, it might be good that I'm just heading straight to the stay instead of exploring another canyon. I hope I can do it tomorrow, but yeah, it kind of depends of what I can find on sunshine. Nevertheless, I do think we're gonna make it to the stay, so I'm very happy with that, of course. And yeah, well, I'm just gonna try have a look for myself and try and figure out what happened, because it's still like quite a mystery to me. I guess this is it. Yes, I recognize those little houses, I believe. I guess somewhere here. Okay, well, to be continued, that's for sure. First, let me try and find my stay, and then we go from there. Alright, so I did my investigation. First of all, I will have to clean the radiator because it's full of mud, so that can also cause why the engine is overheating. And then the cooling liquid, well, I was right about that. So probably what happened, here you can see there is this tube, and when the engine is like overheating, it can like get rid of all the cooling liquid. So probably what happened is that this tube, because of the bumpy road, was doing like this, causing the liquid to be on the rear tire on this side, because it was only on this side, right? You saw that. So basically what I have to do is I will screw these screws out. First I'll clean it so there's no sand anymore. And then it is more important to fill up that one instead of that one, because this is a reservoir for spare liquid when the engine is overheating. So I'm gonna unscrew it, open this one up, and yeah, have a look at how much is still in that reservoir, because I left like little half over the bottle. Luckily enough, I didn't fill it up fully, because yeah, I wanted to leave some spare with me, which is now a good case, because now I can fill up the radiator. So that's the plan, but we should be good after that. So this is how dirty the radiator is. That is what the Kyrgyz road did to sunshine. So yes, I'm gonna clean this up, but it has to be carefully because it's quite fragile, the material. So you cannot just like rub it. It has to be gentle. This is how thick the mud is. Right, so it was a little bit of a painstaking task, but I think I managed quite well to get rid of all the mud. Basically, I used this kind of like toothbrush kind of brush, but they're bigger, and water. so nothing else. I don't think that would be good for the material. So I hope this will be sufficient. Now I'm gonna open this one up and see what the level is. But, well, it's empty, 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 empty. Nothing, nothing, nothing. You see? So, yeah. Oh man, I'm so sorry, sunshine. Alright, I think we're done. Lessons learned. If you ride through mud, check your radiator. I hope it's fixed. Good morning again. I think because of all the happening, I did not show you my stay. So let's start with that today, because I had a pretty nice view. This was the view on sunshine, but the actual view I mean is outside. Look, you can see the mountain range from here with the snow on top of the mountains. It's nice, right? And then this was my little cabin, which is super cute, I think. So that was it for the stay. It was quite pretty, huh? No, I am very happy with this place. Bye-bye. Now we move on and trying to visit the canyon I was hoping to visit yesterday. But yeah, of course, sunshine had this overheating problem, which I hope is solved now. The only small worry I still have is that like there's invisible damage or so, like on the engine, right? Like that there's something with the compression. That could be the case, because yeah, she is overheated and I didn't saw it straight away. But I have good faith in sunshine, so let's hope that is not the case. But I guess today will tell. In the meantime, look at those mountain peaks. Yesterday evening it was quite bad weather in the mountains, and there's even some fresh snow there. So a winter is coming to Kyrgyzstan. So it is good. Oh, it was a little bit slippery. It is good and time to leave Kyrgyzstan. So today we're heading to Bishkek, which will be our last stop, from where we will go to Kazakhstan, back to Kazakhstan, and I'll have some rest days. But first things first, let's enjoy our last trip here. And the canyon that we are about to visit is it's called the Forgotten Rivers Canyon. I will tell you more about why it's called that later, but it must look pretty. Ooh, la 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 la. That was sandy. Ooh, little heart attack. Oh man. Whew. Wow, you are really riding through the rocks, huh? see, because I should go right somewhere here. No clue where, but let's see, it's some nice colorful vegetation here. Oh, come on, miss. I think I have to go in here. Wow, that is a nice sighting with that sunlight there, huh? Giving all the layers to the mountains. Well, and basically this canyon is called Forgotten Rivers because these are extinct waterbeds from a long time ago, which now have disappeared, of course, but the water carved these shapes out of the rocks, and that's why they look like this, which I think is quite special and very typical for this area, I also believe. That were the Forgotten Rivers. It's pretty cool, right? With these tracks through the canyon and then these amazing views along the shoreline. And now we got a pretty backdrop, yet again with snow. Yes, this was a good detour, and I'm happy that I was still able to do it today. But now I have to say it is time to go to Bishkek. It is still a pretty long ride. It shouldn't be too hard, but what is this pretty little van doing? Not sure. Alright, what was I saying? Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard of a road. It's basically one straight line to Bishkek. But first let me get out of this canyon. I think that is the most important thing. Oh, these cracks. Woo. Sometimes they caught you by surprise, right? Especially with like an environment like this, it's such a bad habit, but I'm very distracted and very easily distracted also. Really, I should work on that. But yeah, look at that. I have to enjoy my last days in Kyrgyzstan, right? When am I gonna see this again? Such a nice landscape, wow. Alright, that was the Forgotten Rivers. That were the Forgotten Rivers. And yeah, I of course have a lookout on sunshine and the heat of the engine. So far, so good, it seems. It also doesn't really feel as if she is like losing power or as if there's like white smoke coming out of my exhaust. Both can be like an indicator that something is wrong with your compression. Again, that can happen if your engine overheats. So I'm not saying I'm safe yet, but I do think it looks good. But yeah, let's draw a conclusion at the end of the day. For now, I'm just happy that sunshine runs very well and that we have seen this beautiful canyon. Well, on our way to Bishkek, we still have some very nice landscape. Look here at the left. yet again it is so colorful. I think you can go in there if you want, do like some kind of canyon tour. But it is lovely. There you can really see like yellow, red, green, well, like dark red. I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself every time, but this is just like how Kyrgyzstan looks like. Colored mountains everywhere, and every time you see it you're like, well, at least I will speak for myself, but I am really amazed by it. It is fascinating. And to be honest with you, after all that off-road riding, I'm kind of enjoying this like curvy tarmac road in between the mountains. I'm just like cruising around. It's lovely. Oh, it was exactly what I needed, I realize now. I'm really enjoying this ride of today. We have arrived at the outskirts of Bishkek, where I have a stay, a guest house. And it's on the north side of the city, so I hope I can do the border crossing early in the morning then, tomorrow. Next video for you. So it went pretty smooth today, and I also think sunshine felt good again. She did not overheat it. So I'm very pleased with that, of course. And yeah, I think we're all good. So lessons learned, let's keep it like that. It should be somewhere here. Why is it always so confusing? I guess I have to ring a bell. Hello? Ah, hello. Hello. The guest house? Yes? Sorry? Michelle.
Okay.
I booked.
Okay.
Yes? Can I park my bike inside?
Okay.
Yes? Thank you. For a moment I thought there was nobody at home. I think the laundry line is in the way of the entrance. Let me see. I don't want to ruin the laundry, of course. Yes. Perfect. All right. All went well. Let's check it out. And this will be my stay for tonight. It's like a super clean bedroom, right? I'm so happy. And then here I am with all my dirty stuff to make the room dirty. And here we have the bathroom, which is also super nice. So I'm very happy with this stay. And I'm also very happy that Sunshine is doing well again, because it was still in the back of my mind that there might be like, invisible damage. But luckily all seems good, so I'm super happy, because that means we can go to Kazakhstan tomorrow, which will be the next video. And there I will have some rest days to prepare for China. It is a bit of a shame that we're gonna leave Kyrgyzstan, because it has been an incredible country. I really loved it. I hope you liked Kyrgyzstan as much as I did. For now, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and then I hope to see you at the next adventure.